How to use Share API in React Native using Expo CLI. Hello folks, this is Mehroz Yaqub and today we're going to learn how we can use the Share API in React Native using Expo CLI. So starting with the official Expo documentation, here we can see that they have provided us an API from React Native package that we can use to perform sharing. Right here, I have two devices. On my left side, there's an Android device, and on my right side, we have an iOS device, both containing a button for share. And after clicking on each button, we can see that there is a menu which pops up, a native menu, and from there we can perform our sharing. So, for example, on Android, you can see that I have a subject with the name of my app. I have a message, hey, check out this amazing post, and below that, I have a URL that I want to share, and I can share this to anyone in my contact list. Similarly, if I want to check on iOS, you can see that a native menu will appear and I can choose any option that I want, and you can see that the same subject, message and URL is also available on my iOS application as well. So now let's see how the code looks like and how I have implemented it. So starting with the simple class that has a view in it, here you can see that, and inside that view we have a touchable opacity with an on press button which contains two elements. One is the image of the share button, which I have used as an SVG, and other is the text, which is actually share. As you can see over here, the text that I'm showing is share. Upon clicking the share button, a method is going to be invoked, which is written over here. And here you can see that there is the URL that I want to share. The URL is something like this. It could be anything. It can be your custom URL or it can be some other URL. I have created a class with the name of share service, and in that class there is a method on share. It takes three arguments, beg your pardon. First one is the subject that I want to use, which is my app. This could be again anything you would like. It's up to you guys. And the second parameter is the string that I want to appear in the sharing mechanism, and the third parameter is the URL that I want to share. So if I navigate to this thing on share, you can see that we have imported share from React Native package. So this thing is pretty much trivial as defined in the official documentation, and here you can see that I'm using this share API from React Native, which returns a promise. So as you can see that the two things that it takes is the title and the message. So what I did is actually concatenated the message and the URL here to combine a single string, and that single string is being passed as message in the share API. Also, you can see that I've also added a subject which is incorporating the title as well. This subject will only be utilized when sharing is performed on iOS device. So once we perform this thing, a promise will be returned, and that promise will be resolved in two ways. First, in Android, it will always be returning something like shared action, and that shared action can then be shared with any activity type. In iOS, we also receive an action such as dismissed action. Now, please note that this thing is only going to work in iOS. So if someone is sharing any content and then decides later that he doesn't want to, share the thing, he can dismiss that thing and the callback will be returned over here. So let's see how it performs. I can actually send it to anyone, or I can also send it to myself as well. Let's see if I can do that. Yes, and I can send it. So yeah, there you go. So hope so it helps you. Keep me posted with your comments and questions, and I'll improve in upcoming videos as well. Thank you so much.